Hi, and welcome to today's episode where we'll explore how physical activity and nutrition can shape the way we grow, think, and thrive during early adulthood. This life stage between 18 and 25 is more than just finding your independence. It's a time of rapid brain development, emotional growth, and our foundation for lifelong habits. But here's the catch: just when we're making big life decisions, uni, work, relationships, our health often takes a back seat. To set the scene, let's take a look at a real life situation. You may be able to reflect and take away some relevance to all or even part of this scenario, and then use the tips and tricks I'm about to give you to be able to take control and make some positive changes in your own life. Think of yourself, fresh out of school, stepping into early adulthood. Technically, you're an adult now, but some days you've never felt more a kid. You know the basics: cook your food, wash your clothes, get to class on time, but now you're living out of home for the very first time. Maybe it's in a dorm with 10 other people, or maybe you're in a share house with a couple of mates. You're trying to juggle uni, part time work, social commitments, and now the full time job of keeping yourself alive and well. And in the middle of all that, you're somehow meant to fit in a workout, eat healthily, and stay on top of your mental health. It's a lot. So you push through the day, you skip breakfast because you're running late, grab a small chips from the cafe at lunch, and promise yourself you'll eat properly later. But by the time you stop, it's already 10 p.m. You're exhausted, and your body's running on empty. Literally. The next morning is even harder to get out of bed. You're tired, hungry, and the motivation to go for that morning jog that you used to enjoy, well, that's gone as well. And this is how the snowball starts, when small missteps build into bigger struggles. And suddenly, you're not just skipping meals and workouts, you're skipping the parts of the day that made you feel good. But here's the thing: you're not alone in all of this, and you don't need to fix everything overnight. Even one small change, one extra glass of water, one decent meal, or one 10-minute walk can start to slow that snowball down. Okay, guys, so if you can relate to that previous scenario, this podcast is for you. Early adulthood is a crucial development window. Psychologist Jeffrey Arnett describes this stage as emerging adulthood, a time of identity exploration, instability, and self focus. You're literally focusing on yourself and how you can be better. From a biological perspective, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that's responsible for decision making and impulse control, is still maturing into your mid 20s. There's a reason why you literally do not think when you do something. You're just acting. That means you're still refining your ability to make consistent, healthy, conscious decisions. And your surroundings, your habits, routines, social environment, this all plays a big part in shaping those future decisions of your own life. As the World Health Organization points out, this stage is often one of the best opportunities to build proactive behaviors. What you do now can shape what you do for the rest of your life. Whether that means building healthy eating habits, going to the gym, building healthy morning routines, all of these things will play a part in building healthy behaviors for the rest of your life. What you start doing now, especially with food and movement, can either support or sabotage your long term well being. So, the environment we're in, how we move, what we eat can either support or derail this process entirely. This is why this podcast matters to you. Let's talk about the most important part: physical activity and movement. It's so much more than just staying fit or looking good, and it doesn't have to be hard or difficult. It's not about breaking a sweat or getting your heart rate all the way up. It's part of cognitive and emotional health. Exercise boosts the release of BDNF, brain derived neurofactic factor, a protein that supports learning, memory, and emotional resilience. So it's not just going to support your physical health, but it's going to help with your studies as well. Regular movement also reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety, and even in non clinical populations. As Brene Brown always says, movement is for the mind. Just getting out, moving the body can often reduce how anxious you're feeling. But here's the reality: over 40% of young adults in Australia don't meet the recommended 150 minutes of moderate activity per week. And many are just sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day, often due to study, work, and screen time. The good news, however, you don't need a gym membership to get the benefits. It doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be hard. A brisk 10-minute walk, bodyweight session in your room, or casual social sport can all do the trick. And research shows that even small amounts of low to moderate intensity exercise can improve memory and motor learning. Be small and be consistent. Progress doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to begin. Let's talk about food. Most young adults know they should eat better, but knowing and doing are two different things. There's a national study that found Australians aged between 18 to 30 get over 35% of their daily energy from discretionary foods. Things like fast food, sugary snacks, the chips that you had at lunchtime, these all contribute to that. And that kind of diet might feel convenient at the time, but it leads to fatigue, low mood, and poor cognitive function. Nutrients like iron, omega 3, and fiber are often lacking in a diet like this, and they're essential for your energy, focus, and brain health. So that means that small chips you grab from the cafe at lunch, it's not doing much for your body or your long term health. On the flip side, however, diets that are rich in whole foods, such as a Mediterranean diet, are linked to better mental health, emotional regulation, and lower depression rates in young people. What you eat literally affects the neuroplasticity of your brain. That's your brain's ability to grow and adapt and take on more information. So every food choice is a vote for your future brain health. What are some ways that you can implement this into your real life? What are some simple ways you're asking? Move daily. 10 minutes here and there always adds up. Meal prep. Cook in bulk on the weekends so you have something easily to grab. Hydrate. Aim for 2 litres of water every single day. Carry around a water bottle with you. Cut back on energy drinks. Sleep. You need to try for 7 to 9 hours every single night. Your brain will learn and reset all while you are sleeping. And track your habits. There's plenty of apps that you can download on your smartphone, and this will allow you to track how much you're sleeping, how much you're eating, and how much you're drinking on a day-to-day basis. If you're feeling unmotivated, invite a friend. Social support is one of the strongest predictors of long-term success in maintaining healthy behaviors. You don't have to go at it alone. There's lots of other people that are feeling the exact same way as you are. You can also look for community-based activities like park run, free fitness classes, or your uni's health services to make health social. So here's the ultimate takeaway. Early adulthood is literally your launch pad into a future where your health and your well-being comes first and foremost. And what you do now, how you eat, how you move can shape your brain, body, and emotional well-being for decades. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, remember, fuel your body, move your body, and rest your body, because your future self is depending on you and the habits that you make now.